Hi guys, welcome. Today we are going to discuss the circle and the square, the divine masculine and the divine feminine, and the energies within all of us, the yin and the yang, the flow, the universal flows. Okay, first, divine masculine. The square. The frequency of divine masculine supports our strong, focused, and active side, allowing it to express itself while helping us to bring our dreams and ideas into form with kindness and wisdom. Divine feminine. The frequency of divine feminine supports our receptive, nurturing, and soft side, allowing it to express itself openly and helping us to connect to our intrinsic understanding of our connection to all of creation. And that is beautiful. And these energies are at play in the universe. The Fibonacci spiral is one of the, in sacred geometry, is one of the most present you can see out there. It is, the square is still there and its lines are still present, but then it's the circle that curves them. And I think it's really incredible to understand the universe and understand that, you know, masculine energy, sun energy, and it's expansive and it's the growth, it's the materialization. And then we have the feminine energy and it's contractive and it's nurturing and it's cold and it's creation. It's where creation happens, where the vision has to come from. And it's also the matter. It's the matter that houses the energy. Now, I've got a little reading here. I've also linked some information below. You know, it's really, the only way to start really understanding this stuff is to start just here and there, start drawing it, read an article. I really like this article down below. There's so much information in it. I mean, you can go on, but I think, you know, it did the best job. Like, I wish I could just talk just telepathically to everyone and we could all just understand, but that's not how the way things work. That's how I like to think. We all need to do what works for us. Some of us need to read things. Some of us need to write things. Some of us need to see things. I need to see things. I am so visual. But it's what works for you. And a multitude of things. We're multidimensional. It's doing more than one thing at a time. And if you are on the twin flame path, this is part of the path, understanding the union of the energies and the balance and really keeping them in balance, keeping them in flow. We are restoring balance. We are becoming whole. We are having union within and mastering ourselves. And we're also, when we're doing that, we're also doing this for the collective. We can harmonize. Our energies are balanced, and then we're harmonizing with other people, as well as we're carrying the torch. We're carrying the torch into the darkness, and we have to be balanced when we're carrying the torch into the darkness to be able to hold the light, and to hold the light for the collective and for the people we love, for the people we're harmonizing with, you know, our loved ones, and the greater good, to evolve. We're evolving humanity and understanding just the basics and then learning how to study. And that's why I think it's so important. We will be doing more episodes geared towards sacred geometry here. Love it. Love it. All right. something's going down outside, but it appears to be okay now. Now, we have certain decks here representing the lunar energies, the feminine energies, the void, matter. So I've pulled these decks. Now, then I've been called to have decks representing the sun energy and actually the growth, the materialization. And we need both. We need both. We can't exist without both. And they're within us and all around us. 6 of Pentacles. And right away, there's the circle. There's the circle from the feminine energy. And what we're creating in the void, it's our abundance. And it's actually, you know, restoring balance with our abundance of our masculine and feminine sides right here within the card. And Pentacles is the daughter energy. Beautiful. King of Wands. This is now the firepower, the masculine spark. We're going to create with strength. We know the times we're in. That new moon is in Aries. And that's acting with responsibility and healing. Two of Swords. I feel like this is bringing the light into the dark. Now there's just no more dark. One of those swords is the sword of the light of clarity. The other sword is the sword for the material realm, for just defense. But now there is no more dark. We have brought, excuse me, our positive charge to create with, to restore balance. With the Three of Cups. Now, the cups being feminine energy, creating with our emotions. And this is just creating happiness. We're just creating happiness here. And that's what's in our cup. And of peace and of life. And love. With the Magician, and here is what we're creating. This is the times we're in. We are in the times of creation and destruction. There is masculine and feminine right there. And getting them in flow. The flow. And it happens within. Now we'll apply sun energy. And there it is. Hello, sun. So here we have the sun. And it's literally the creation of happiness from within the cup here. And that's what we're doing. From within. And there is the masculine energy represented with that white stallion. And here, with the King of Wands, we have the Six of Cups. And there's applying the feminine energy. the emotions, excuse me, to keep the yin and yang in flow. We need to keep them flowing, right? And this is connecting even to our ancestors. This is love that's written in the stars, but love that is supported from our soul families. It's part of our path. It restores something within us, the childlike wonder, true love. It's part of our path, part of our purpose. Connection to restoration of higher self. Excuse me one sec, guys. All right. Now, with the Two of Swords, here's the Tower. And this is because a path was not picked with the Two of Swords. That's what I'm feeling from this. This new moon in Aries is forcing us to have an ending and a new beginning of whatever that may be. For all of us, it's going to resonate differently because all of our journeys are unique, but this is the times we are in. And with the full moon in Libra, now twice in a row, we are going to balance our karmic scales even further. And when we don't pick a path, we stay stuck. We stay stagnant. And if we stay stagnant for too long, and especially if we have the one sword of the light, and now we have added the positive charge in the darkness, we are going to act now. And if we don't, the Tower comes in. And whichever way, it's going to be different for everyone's situation. For who is ever resonating with this message, thank you for joining me. But with the Three of Cups and the Seven of Cups, it's seeing through the illusion. Understanding we're not perfect, accepting the dark with the light, and creating with the energies, and getting them in flow, and doing the work to master yourself, and balance yourself, and restore, and repair, and heal. And what I really feel like from this card, it's fear. And not enough self-acceptance. So facing our fears and not enough self-acceptance in order to transform. And for many of us, it's still harmonization within our, excuse me, within our homes. With here, the Magician, we have the Three of Wands. Now we are actually manifesting. Our visions, our ships are coming in. And we are balancing between the yin and the yang, and the yin and the yang, and we're acting on it. We're acting. We moved from this energy because the Tower hit. Lesson learned, energy freed up. We're acting now. On the path of the moon within. Facing our fears, transforming. Now let's just see what's being activated with the sun and the moon. Sun and the moon. Actually, you know what? Do it like that. The sun. The moon. Excuse me. The air is very dry where I live right now. Need to rain. Need to do a rain dance, I think. Gotta stay hydrated. Go down a gallon of water. Wow, Moon. Moon, what do you have to say? That's what the Moon has to say. With our activation. And there it is. Sun energy. Surrender to non-action. Now is the time to be still and not act. Simply breathe and focus on your own power. Let others come to you. And this is when the yin and yang are in flow. It's not a push and pull. It's like magnets. And the yin and yang just stay in flow. And yin and yang, eventually turns into one another, right? The yin turns into the yang, and the yang turns into the yin, and the yin turns into the yang. And they're just magnetized. The moon. The energies of the moon. Don't let your pride get in your way. Full moon in Leo energies with the King of Wands, and that's creating with the fire power, and not letting your pride get in the way of change, of the change now. And hold your vision with the fixed moon. Hold your vision. Hold your vision of what's being actually created with the energies. And what is this about? Death. It's a transition, a transformation. Going from one state to the next. Death appears to invite and beckon new souls through his sphere of creation around a great lemniscate, encircling his body. It all centers around his emerald heart, the hub of purification and renewal, which transports souls upwards into higher realms of awareness and supports their transition downward back toward the earthly planes below. Though normally very feared, death is a kind and familiar stranger. We rarely get to know him, but he's always there to help us board the train home. When you draw death in a reading, it implies that a great transition is taking place. This is a tremendous time of dissolution, the dissolving of your old self. This could relate to previous understandings, old emotional challenges, mental blockages, or physical behaviors. As you begin to experience this change, you are invited to surrender, to flow with it, and to see where the metamorphosis takes you. Death is a passage, and what awaits you on the other side is a whole new you. And this is what I mean. This is what I've been feeling. This is what I've been channeling. This is the time we're in. It's a death of old self and a birth of new. And it's literally being the phoenix rising from the ashes. And the phoenix is not taking a suitcase because it's go time. It's fly time. It's time to create. And the creation of something spectacular, something so heart-centered, something so illuminated and inspiring that sparks wonder, the childlike wonder of just being in flow again, being back in flow. I want to thank you for joining me here. I'll see you again soon. Take care. Until next time.